Hello students, Jai Gurudev. Students, I have sent NCRT first chapter, summary of the first chapter, short notes and detailed notes. When you read these notes, then you can easily understand. So I am giving a quick revision of important topics of this chapter. In previous video, I have discussed about what is chemistry, what is the scope and importance of chemistry. In this video, I will discuss some important topics of this chapter. First of all, I will discuss about nature of matter. Students, you have studied in class 9. There are two chapters, matter in our surrounding and is matter around us pure. These two chapters related to matter. So you know what is matter? Anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. We can classify matter on the basis of physical classification and chemical classification. Physical classification is based on the physical state of matter. We know that there are generally three states of matter. These are solid, liquid and gas. There are two other states of matter. These are Bose-Einstein condensate and plasma state. But generally there are only three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. You also know about the differences in these states. Solid have fixed volume and fixed shape. Liquids have fixed volume but do not have fixed shape, and gases do not have fixed volume and fixed shape. There are so many other differences. Now we will discuss chemical classification of elements, and this classification is based on the chemical composition of elements, substance, and on these basis there are three types of substances: elements, compounds and mixtures. What are elements? Elements, compound and mixture. What are elements? Elements are the pure substances made up of only one type of atom, one kind of particles. For example, iron, gold, etc. Elements can be further classified into three groups. These are metals, non-metals and metallites. What are metals? Metals are electropositive elements having tendency of donation of electrons, and by donation of electrons they form positive ions. Metals are kept in left hand side in the periodic table. Second, non-metals. Non-metals are electronegative elements having tendency of gaining of electrons, and by gaining of electrons they form anions. Non-metals are kept in right hand side in the periodic table. Some elements which have property between both metals and non-metals are called metallites. So we can say that elements are of three types: metals, non-metals and metallites. Next, compounds. What are compounds? The substance which are made up of two or more than two type of elements in fixed proportion by their masses For example, H2O, CO2, ammonia. These are the example of compounds. Compounds the constituent of compounds cannot be separated by physical means. Compounds are always homogeneous. Okay. Next, third one is mixtures. Mixtures are not pure substance. They are made up of by mixing two or more than two types of elements or compounds in any ratio. There are two type of mixtures: homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous mixtures are those mixtures which have no visual boundaries of separation between them. For example, true solution. For example, salt solution, sugar solution, air, clean air is the example of homogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixtures are those mixtures which have visible boundaries of separation between their constituents. These are of two types: colloids and suspension. You have already studied in class 9 on these topics. We have studied properties of true solution, colloidal solution and suspension. Colloidal solution, you know, scatter the beam of light, which is known as Tyndall effect. Okay. Now we will take another topic. Yes, student. The next topic is the International System of Units. There are 7 base units in SI system, International System of Units, and these are: first, length. The symbol is small l. Its SI unit is meter. SI unit. Second, mass. Its symbol is small m. Its SI unit is kilogram and symbol is kg. Third, time. Symbol small t. SI unit second and its symbol is small s. Electric current. Symbol capital I. Its SI unit is ampere and its symbol is capital A. Thermodynamic temperature. Capital T. Kelvin. Its SI unit. Two other units of temperature: degree Celsius and Fahrenheit, but these are not SI unit. Kelvin is the SI unit of thermodynamic temperature and its symbol is K. Amount of substance. Symbol is N and its SI unit is mole and its symbol is MOL, mole. Luminous intensity. Its SI unit is candela and its symbol is CD. Okay, these are 7 base unit and other units can be derived from these base units. For example, density, mass upon volume. Then the unit of mass is kg and volume is meter cube. So we can write the SI unit. We can write the unit of density is kg per meter cube. Okay. Yes, students. The definition of these units, base units, I have already given in your notes. So you can learn these definition of basic SI units, 7 base units. Now we will define some quantity, physical quantity like mass and weight, volume, density, temperature, etc. We know that mass and weight. Mass of a substance is the amount of matter present in it. Mass is the amount of substance present in it, contained in it. Mass of substance is the amount of matter present in it, while weight is the force exerted by gravity on an object. So we can say that mass of a substance is constant everywhere, but the weight may vary from one place to another due to change in gravity. Next, volume. Volume has a unit of length cube. Length into breadth into height. So in SI system, the volume has units of meter cube. The SI unit of volume is meter cube. But in chemistry, we use smaller units of centimeter cube and decimeter cube. Yes, student, density, you know that density is defined as mass per unit volume of a substance. So the SI unit of mass is kg and SI unit of volume is meter cube. So we can say the unit of density is kg per meter cube, or in this way we can represent it kg per meter cube. Temperature, what is temperature? These are the basic things, and you have also studied in class 9th, but we have revised these things in basic concept of chemistry. These are the basic concept. Temperature is the measure of coldness or hotness of a body. So there are mainly three scales. These are Kelvin, degree Celsius and Fahrenheit. We can convert these scale by this formula. If a temperature is given in degree Celsius, then we can convert it in Fahrenheit by this formula. If a temperature is given in Fahrenheit, then we can convert the temperature in degree Celsius by using this formula. Degree Celsius equals to 5 upon 9, degree Fahrenheit minus 32. And if the temperature is given in degree Celsius, then we can convert in Kelvin by using this formula. Kelvin is equals to degree Celsius plus 273.15, and if the temperature is given in Kelvin, then we can convert it in degree Celsius by using this formula. Degree Celsius equals to Kelvin minus 273.15. These are basic things. Yes, student. The next topic is uncertainty in measurement. In the study of chemistry, we deals with the experimental data as well as theoretical calculation. There are different ways by which these data are handled conveniently and realistically. These are scientific notation, significant figures, and dimensional analysis. In scientific notation, we deals very large and very small numbers in chemistry, and these digits can be represented conveniently by scientific notation. For example, the charge of an electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. It is very small number, and the 1 mole of substance is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. It is the very large number. If these numbers are represented generally, so there is very difficulty in presenting these numbers. Suppose that this number is presented then 0.00018 times 0, then 16 coulomb, and so on, 16. And when we calculate these numbers, suppose that the charge of 1 mole of electrons, it is becomes very difficult. So the scientific notation is used to represent such type of digits, in which the presentation of these digits is n into 10 to the power small n. Small n is an exponent which have positive or negative value, and capital N is any number from 1.000 and so on to 9.999 and so on. Okay, then it is a number, and minus 19 is exponent. This is known as exponential notation. Scientific notation is also known as exponential notation. Students, you also know that these exponent, when we calculate, when we addition or subtraction, these, when we use this scientific notation in mathematical calculation, then we should adopt these methods. For multiplication of this scientific notation, if two numbers are given 5.6 into 10 to the power 5 multiplied with 6.9 into 10 to the power 8, then these exponent are added, and 5.6 and 6.9 are multiplied. 5 plus 8, 10 to the power 5 plus 8 are added, then the result is 38.64 into 10 to the power 13. 8 plus 5 equals to 13. Then we can write this result in 3.864 into 10 to the power 14. So the exponent are added in multiplication, and exponent are subtracted in division. In addition calculation, suppose a number 6.65 into 10 to the power 4 plus 8.95 into 10 to the power 3. So we should common these exponent 6.65 into 10 to the power 4 and 0.895 into 10 to the power 4. 10 to the power 4 is common in both numbers. So we can take 10 to the power 4 common and add 6.65 plus 0.895. Then the result will be 7.545 into 10 to the power 4. Yes, student, we will discuss significant figure and dimensional analysis and next topic in our next video. Jai Gurudev.